There are a number of ways you can make eggless mayo or vegan mayo, but my most favorite one is using the water you use to boil or cook chickpeas in, or aquafaba. So you take this water. I have here about maybe 5 or 6 cups of water that you'd normally discard this water, but you can use this to make a lot of eggless stuff. You just put it on high heat and let it boil and reduce significantly. So I started with about 5 or 6 cups. I'm going to reduce it, stirring occasionally on high heat, to maybe about half a cup or less. So you want to keep stirring and boiling, and a lot of boiling later. You can see that it reduces quite a bit. I started with about 5 or 6 cups of this aquafaba, and after boiling it, it's reduced to about a little more than half a cup. So I'm going to turn off the heat and let this just simmer in the heat of the stove here. And I'll let this cool down completely before using this to make our mayo. And when it cools down, it becomes this thick paste kind of a thing, as you see here. So this is cooled down completely, and this is perfect. This is what we're going to use to make our mayo. So in a blender, I'm adding this thick paste. It came to about half a cup. And to this, I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of boiled chickpeas. Next, I'm adding the juice of half a lemon, a large lemon, and about half a tablespoon of ground mustard powder. And I'm just going to pulse this so that at least the chickpeas are pulverized completely. And you want it to make a smooth paste. Once you have a smooth paste, you want to start adding very slowly grapeseed oil. I'm going to use about half a cup of grapeseed oil, but I'm adding about a 1/4 cup here. You want to add this slowly to the mixture so it kind of emulsifies with the rest of the liquid, and it starts to thicken a little bit. I couldn't figure out a way to film the blending process, and I took out the lid on the top and it's splattering all over. In any case, so it becomes this, it's coming together, it becomes this thick liquid. I'm adding salt to taste here, and adding the rest of my grapeseed oil very slowly as it's blending on low speed. And as you pour the grapeseed oil, make sure to vary your speed. So you want to start low and increase the speed a little bit for a few seconds, and then go back to low again. And you will get this smooth consistency. You'll see that the mixture has turned a little bit whiter, and it's a little bit thicker. As you can see, this mayo is kind of ready, but it has a very runny consistency. If you're okay with that, I mean, it still tastes the same. If you're okay with that, if you're okay to use this, feel free to use it. It does thicken in the fridge when you put it in the fridge after a day or two. But if you would like to make it a thicker consistency, you can add a few cooked chickpeas. I added about half a tablespoon of chickpeas, and I blended it in, and it becomes thicker. But the more chickpeas you add, the chickpea taste does come through a little bit, but it does get thicker. So try not to add a lot of chickpeas, otherwise it just becomes a chickpea paste. I like to store it in an old vegan mayo jar that I had, and this stores in the fridge easily for up to 7 to 10 days. But because we added chickpeas, I wouldn't recommend it, storing it much longer than that, because it will turn bad. So that's it. That's our vegan mayo. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you do like it, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And as always, say a little prayer and share the love. This is here, I wanted to show, after a day in the fridge, the mixture does thicken up. So this is our eggless vegan mayo. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.